Hello, my friends. Liz here. And if you're new, thank you for joining us. And I've got TEMU for you today. I had kind of a large bag. Now something fell off my sling. There's just these little foam pieces that cover the metal. Anyway, I've been wanting to get this haul out because it came a few days ago. And there are clothing items that I want to wear. So, hoping I get to do that. I've got some boxes. Let's get this box. I don't have prices. What I will do is link to my cart. Okay. I think this was about $6 or $7. If you saw my video where I showed my Day of the Dead cat that I got that was from Blue Sky Clayworks, this is one that's just from TEMU, but I thought it was awfully cute. Now there were two different ones in the set, and I may have to order the other one because this one is awfully cute. It's pretty nicely painted. I see a place on the ear that I could touch up with the Sharpie. But for the most part, it's got a lot of great details. The orange roses, the little dots on the paws, the skeleton bones are embellished, but it's made of resin and it's about yay big, 4 inches maybe. I think it's really cute. I do like the kitty motif for Halloween type of things. Get her in here. That is one box. Oh, there's a lot of boxes. I don't even remember what I ordered. This is from 4 different orders that all came in one bag. This is all a surprise for me because I haven't looked at these. Again, pricing is just a little too much activity with my arm that has to go on. Did you hear that? I think I heard some quacking. Oh my goodness. Is that Cheryl? Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, I got a banana phone, but it's a duck. So, you can call me on it. I just hear quacking. But it's really cute. It's really, really cute. And that's okay with you, right? You're not going to be like whoever that was giving you a hard time, smile until it hurts. But, yeah, I mean, this just seemed like the right phone for me. So, anytime you want to call, go ahead. Nice talking to you. Bye. That is my duck. This is made out of resin and it's a lot heavier than I expected it to be. But I can still use it. It's really painted pretty nicely. It's got the little green tip on the tail. Fun fact, I don't like to eat bananas that have any green on them. I like them nice and sweet. I know a lot of people don't like them with brown spots, but that is my preferred kind. I'm going to put this baby back in the box for now, just so that it doesn't have a chance to get damaged. But thank you, Cheryl for Peace, for the phone call. Cheryl's a great channel over here, and you should check her out. Another box. Okay, this one I started to do this and then it was just like too much. This says $307 was the original price and $337 the day that I did the pricing, which I think was a few days ago. Sorry about the styrofoam. Oh, I already showed this. That's why there's pricing on it. We got old stuff and new stuff mixed together. That was just an oversight. Okay, this is one of the things I've been waiting for. I have one pair of these pants in a navy blue, and I ordered from the same link, so hopefully they are the same. They are just knit capri pants with pockets. These ones are gray. These are super comfortable. They're easy for me to pull up and down, and they look, somewhat nice if I'm going to an event or something, can be dressed up. It's just kind of hard for me right now to deal with clothes. So we got another one of those. And no, we got another one of those. Come on, you. These were, I think, around $10, maybe a little bit less. I didn't get black because I have a pair of black capris, but this blue is kind of like blue jean blue. Same exact pants, nice soft polyester, elastic waist, pockets, and do we have a tag? Yes, we do. 95 poly, 5 elastane, and these are 3XL, which is the size that I get through Torrid. No, the size that I get through TEMU. On Torrid, I get a size 2 unless it's for sleepwear. But right now, I really need the bigger sizes. Okay, I'm going to have to explain this. This is a sticker, and it's bent. It says, no spoons left, only knives. There's something called the spoon theory, and it's for people who have invisible illnesses or, pain problems or things like that. And the idea is that you only have so many spoons a day, and when you run out, you can't do anything else. And I feel this real hard with fibromyalgia, but also with this injury, it's like I get so far, and I'm just about out of spoons right now. But that's just kind of a play on that with no spoons left, only knives. Feeling stabby. Just a joke. Okay, I actually went looking for this on TEMU. I had never seen one, but I get a lot of these zipper bags, and I've been kind of filling them up with various things, and I thought this would be real nice for the cloud cutters. The little ones that resemble clouds. Not really so much this one, but this one's fun. And I actually was going through some of my stuff, and I had stuck it away. I know there's a cloud cutter in here. It's actually shaped like a cloud. Well, that one's kind of shaped like a car, but that's your typical cloud cutter. And I'm thinking, well, I can stick them in here so that I don't have to go looking for them when I need them, and I know that they'll be, here I am like digging for every single one. I know that they'll be in my cloud bag. So that's what I'm using that for. It doesn't have a flat bottom. It's very, it's like very polyestery, kind of like the pants that my grandma used to wear when I was growing up. Let's see here. Oh, something Halloween-y. Okay, I got some Halloween pillow covers. They are the burlappy type of polyester. I thought the designs were adorable. There's 2 different ones. And what's funny is I honestly don't know which ones I have, but these ones were not familiar to me. So we have this one that says Happy Halloween with 3 black cats dressed as little girls, kind of mid-century vintagey outfits. And then it's plain on the back, which is fine. And this one has 2 actual little girls and their black cat. And it says, let's get spooky. Well, this girl over here doesn't look too spooky, but her friend does. And the black cat does. But I thought they were really cute. They, have the zipper on the bottom. Need to wash these and get them flatter without all the crease marks, but I do love those. I'm going to put those, I know I bought some pillow covers last year, but I honestly could not tell you. I think there might be one that's Haunted Mansion wallpaper. I don't know. That is a hauler problem for sure, because I can't remember. Okay, there's got to be a couple more things down in here, and then there's one more box. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. That's the end of that. Okay, this is a enamel pin, and I thought it was really cute, and it's a Labubu, and I think it's meant to be dressed up as the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon enamel pin. And then for some reason I saw this too, which is a patch of the Labubu dressed up as How to Train Your Dragon, and I thought that was cute too, so I got both. Okay, here are some stickers. I don't know if I've mentioned before, but I really got into geography during the pandemic, playing geography games with the shapes. And these are kind of those matte looking stickers. But that says South Africa, but that's the whole Africa. So I'm not sure how good these shapes are, because South Africa is, down at the bottom. This one says Kazakhstan. Guinea, again, it's showing the whole South America. Namibia, again, showing the whole continent. Chile showing, okay, I don't like this. I thought these are making me upset. Why are you showing the whole continent? I thought they were gonna be outlines of the countries, and then they've got these cute little images in there. Let's hold it up to my face. But Chile is just like this long strip along here. Okay, I'm disappointed with those. Those may have to go back, because that just, no, continents are not the same as countries. And I will hold firm on that. All right. Well, this is quite a big package for a little pin. This one is, I loved watching the show when my daughter was a kid, and there's a few of the shows that I really enjoyed. This is Kim Possible with her best friend Ron Stoppable and his naked mole rat Rufus. I think it's so cute. And I've never seen them do that before. It's in this little mint because they had to get the label on there. That one's for a gift. Okay, but this is something I'm not sure about. I did open it because it sounded broken, but it isn't. This is what the package looks like. I've seen these a lot of times. It says desktop TV tissue box. So I'm not sure that this has the right size tissues to go in there, and I don't know if we can get them in this country. That is my concern. It's got little legs that make it look like a mid-century modern TV and little knobs. And then the cool thing is that you can slide your phone in there. So I was thinking I could have it on my nightstand for my tissues, and then if I'm looking at videos in bed, I could put my phone in, and then it's my little TV. I think it's really cute. I'm not taking the plastic off yet because I need to do some research about the size of the Kleenex for this before I decide if I am keeping it. Are you kidding me? I thought that was a huge haul. And here I am not being huge. Excuse me. There's this little piece of metal here, and it's supposed to be covered with this, but this thing doesn't stay on. But there's another piece of metal here that for 2 weeks, for the time that I had my surgery until my checkup, this big piece of metal was, well, actually, I guess it was the whole thing, was inside my sling. My sling was put together wrong by whoever put it on me after my surgery. And I assumed that was the way it was supposed to be, and it was so uncomfortable. And so it was a whole thing. And I got to the doctors and I said, can I wear just a regular sling sometimes? And he said, yeah, as long as you're not going out. And so then the sling lady, and I may have told this story before, she came in and she said, oh, this is all wrong. The other thing was that I had scratchy Velcro inside up against my skin. It was a nightmare. And the hard metal. She said, this is all wrong. And she put it back together, and I'm like, wait a minute. I can deal with this. But now that we're in the heat of summer, and it is going to be over 100 a couple days this week. Looks like it's 85 right now at 1 something. And yeah, it's hot. It's really thick. I said it was like wearing an oven mitt on my arm. It's scratchy. It's hot. It's scratchy even without Velcro touching my skin, because I had the Velcro hooked into it when the thing was inside out. So it ripped it all up and made it scratchy. It's just a whole thing. A whole thing, I tell you. So this is one that I bought from TEMU a while back, and I forgot that I had it, and I haven't been wearing it. Well, my clothing has been weird since the accident. And today's actually 7 weeks since I fell in the parking lot at work. One of my coworkers texted me this morning just to ask me how I'm doing, and she goes, I wasn't sure you were going to come back at all. She's older than I am, but maybe she thought that I just wasn't going to be up to working. I need to work, honey. I do need to work. So, yeah, I'll be back when I'm able to drive. I had physical therapy yesterday, and I have it again tomorrow. We're down to 2 times a week. And she added, because it's been a month since my surgery, she added some more challenging exercises. One of them is just doing pulley. It's just a rope on a pulley with handles. And boy, my hand got up high. Now, I can't get it up that high just by itself, but the fact that I could stretch that far was really encouraging to me. Way further than the bad doctor said, so we like that. But I'm still not in a place where my arm is strong enough to be safe driving, and my husband says no. But he doesn't want me to be impulsive and just get in the car and go while he's at work. So 2 days a week he has to leave work early to pick me up and take me to physical therapy. Today's Wednesday, so it's not one of those days, but tomorrow it will be. Something, I mean, I guess this is natural. The place is called something sports physical therapy, But the first 2 times I went there was in the middle of the day, and it was old folks. I mean, like, for the most part, I was the youngest one in there. But, I'm an old folk, believe it or not. But but yesterday when I went in the afternoon at 4:45, and there were a lot more younger people, like, who maybe did have sports injuries instead of just tripping over something type of thing. So so yeah, that is how it's going. As you can see, that's where my scar is. I won't show you close up, but it's healing well. I started putting vitamin E oil on there. I have done this for every surgical scar I've ever had. When I was 14 and recovering from breaking my arm and having surgery, my doctor, somebody told me vitamin E oil, the only way I could find it was capsules, so I broke them open and rubbed oil on there, and I was hoping that it would make my scar not so bad. However, I do tend to keloid and have the puffy pink scars. Now it's still puffy, but it's not pink anymore. It's kind of gone down to the color of my skin, and it's on the inside of my arm, so it doesn't really show. But I was super worried about that when I was 14. I was trying to tan it, put my elbow up over my head so that I could get some sun on it. I thought that would help. Somebody, I'm not sure if it was the doctor, but somebody at the doctor's office suggested that, and I jumped right on it because, 14. Um, so, so yeah, I have a bottle of vitamin E oil, and I rub it in there once a day usually, just to kind of soften up the scar and help it heal. And I did do that with this wrist scar. It's not really keloided. And my hand scar from my hand surgery last year. So who knows? But I am the type of person, I am not going to change what I'm going to wear based on the fact that people can see my scar. I'm not worried about this. That's just part of me. It's part of my story, and I don't feel a need to hide it. If people are grossed out, then I'm so sorry. I have a lot of scars. My biggest scar just doesn't show unless I'm in a bathing suit, and that was from breaking my leg 30 years ago, and the scar kind of goes across my booty onto my leg, and it does stick out a little from a bathing suit. But again, the old ones do fade, so hopefully this one does all right. Looks a little puffy still right now, but we're getting there. Okay, have I talked enough? Have I talked enough? I thought that I had a whole bunch of stuff to show you because it's kind of a mess up in here right now. I'm trying to get stuff more organized, and it's just tricky. I can only do so much, and I was working in the other room this morning, and now that has worn me out. And I probably will take a nap before my husband gets home. Sorry this is so short. I do have more TEMU coming, and I'm gonna order one of those pulley things to go on the door because they're so much cheaper on TEMU, but that means I'm gonna have to wait a couple weeks to get it, but I don't care because it's gonna cost me $4 as opposed to $20. And I just can't. I can't buy it for $20 if I can get it. If I really, really needed it. No, I'm going twice a week and I can use it there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll just use it there twice a week until my very own one comes in, and then I will do it here. I did do a whole round of physical therapy this morning on my own, and I'm proud of myself for that. I just, I want to get going and being able to drive, being able to get out in the world, being able to work, all that stuff. It's crazy that I've been off work for 7 weeks. Just wild to me. And I know it's going to be at least probably another month. I really don't know. it's all up to my doctor. So we'll just have to see about that. Apparently, this particular surgery takes a long time to heal. So, and if you're new here, I fell and broke my shoulder, and I had a reverse shoulder replacement. I fell on May 21st and had the surgery on June 10th. And tomorrow is the 1 month anniversary of my surgery, and I will see the doctor in 2 weeks. So I'm trying to endure wearing this sling for another 2 weeks, and then maybe I can throw it in the trash. I don't know, I'm tired of it. So anyway, that's all I've really got for you. I prattled on far enough, and I will see you soon. I keep watching videos of, especially Lori the Quirky Cauldron, going to Home Goods, and there's so many things I want, and I just don't think my husband's going to be able to tolerate walking through Home Goods. And what has happened when I go to Dollar Tree with him is that I feel like I need to get in and get out, because I know it's agony for him, and he's done so much for me. Took care of me for 6 weeks, and I don't want to, victimize him further. I did put my Labubus up here in their little clothes, and I don't know if you can even see it. It kind of blends in. I did put my little squirrel duck that my friend Sandy over at My Nutty Nook sent me. So trying to get some stuff, returns together, get some stuff together to send to people. I'm late on people's birthdays and such, and I know people understand, but I still, I want to get some friend mail out. So that's what I've got for you today, and I will see you again real soon. And thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me what you liked. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.